Namaste, good morning, and welcome to TimesHealth Plus. I'm Dr. Sneha Rathi. I'm a musculoskeletal physiotherapist and a certified yoga teacher from the Yoga Institute, Santa Cruz, Mumbai. I combine the techniques of physiotherapy and yoga and give the best results to my patients through them. Today we are going to discuss about a topic which is a continuation of the last time. We are continuing on the part of the low back series. So this is the second episode of the low back series. If you had joined last time, you must have noticed what kind of postures we had done. It was more of lying down postures that we had discussed. So on the similar lines, we are going to discuss on the postures which are more in the sitting and all fours position. So we are going to discuss about the postures wherein we are going to sit and perform the asanas. Okay, I'm going to get into the depths of this sitting asanas or sitting postures. I'm going to tell you the smaller details related to it. Okay, so today is going to be all about the different sitting postures and the smaller details related to them. If you have any questions related to these sitting postures, you can anytime put it in the comment box and I will be happy to answer them. Now, why is sitting postures so important in low back conditions? Okay, so whenever you are targeting the low back strength and mobility, it is very, very important to target the sitting postures because most of the times, if you notice, people have complaints related to the low back in the sitting position only. So it is very, very important to train the low back mobility and control in the sitting position itself. Okay. And there is nothing better than yoga asanas to actually train these functional movements which you do on a daily basis in the sitting position. With this, I would like to share with you a few experiences that I have had when discussing with my patients. So one of my patients, he came to me and told me that I have a upper back, mid back pain, okay, which is even radiating to the lower back area. And what had triggered that activity was one fine day in his office when he was working. He actually happened to have a call and he was holding his phone like this, and simultaneously he was filling in a water bottle like this. Okay, so there was a combination of movement at his neck, plus there was a combination of movement at his middle back. This kind of multiple combination of movement actually triggered his back pain because he was not very used to performing such movements. Normally, on a daily basis, you would use your back at the max to reach out a certain thing, okay, forward, to pick up something from the ground. Okay, but a very complicated combination movement is rarely seen in a daily basis. And one fine day, without practicing such combination movements, if you tend to do a certain activity which is involving this kind of movement, it actually can cause a cramp in the muscle, spasm in the muscle. Okay, it can cause some strain on the muscle because that muscle is not used to doing this kind of position, and which is why it is very, very important for you to train your muscles and the joints on a regular basis for the different movements that they are designed to do. If you have been having a very sedentary lifestyle, that means it only involves sitting on the desk, sitting on the sofa, okay, only involves lying down on the bed, maybe on either sides. Okay, if has been very sedentary, then what happens is that you are actually not used to any unusual movements, and that can easily trigger any kind of pains and aches. And that's why doing different kind of yoga asanas wherein there are different movements that are involved becomes very, very important on a daily basis. All right, so today's session is going to involve all the asanas that you can do in the sitting position, which are going to be really beneficial for your lower back. And I'm going to tell you about the smaller details of each asana as we go about it. All right, and this is for the training of the different movements that you need to do on a regular basis. Any combination movement can actually trigger the low back pain, and we need to avoid that. And that is why on a daily basis, if you train your combination movements on an everyday basis, it becomes easier for your back to realize, okay, I'm going to do this movement. The back will already anticipate it, and it will recruit the right muscles. Okay, it's like the training for your body. So that's why we are going to go through the different asanas and postures which are actually going to, help you get the gyan bhav, okay, get the realization in your body that which muscles or which joints it has to use. And your brain will anticipate that movement already and then perform according to that. All right. So let's go ahead and start with the practice of the different asanas. So whoever has had any kind of abdominal, inguinal, or umbilical hernia, they are not supposed to do this practice. Anybody who has got any spinal surgeries, they are not supposed to do this practice because they need a guided, supervised medical treatment. Okay. Anybody who has got an acute slip disc, they are not supposed to do this practice. Okay. There are some red flags. If you have had a low back pain more than 3 months, that has been persistent more than 3 months, or if you have had a low back pain wherein you have given enough rest and physiotherapy and still it's not getting treated, if you have had a low back pain in which you get awake in the night, okay, or if there is a low back pain which stays for more than 30 minutes in the morning, these are all red flags and you need to get immediate medical intervention for this. Okay, so make sure that if you have any of these conditions, you are not performing any of the asanas that we are going to further tell. All right, some of the asanas can be easily done in on the chair. So you can, if you're not able to sit on the ground, you can perform them on the chair, but not everything can be done on a chair. Okay, it will be better if you have an elevated even surface wherein you can perform this asana if you are unable to sit on the ground. All right, so let's start with the practice. So first, as always, we are going to start with the conditioning. Okay, and that's what is incorporating the dharma bhav, as I have already mentioned it before. So we are going to start with conditioning, wherein we sit in sukhasana position. Just training this posture itself can be very beneficial, okay, because it is actually like sustaining the erect posture in this position, that is going to actually help you train the postural muscles to take care of an erect back. You will not be slouching very easily if you are used to sitting in this sukhasana position. Okay, so let's keep our hands on the thighs. You can keep your palms facing up or down and keep your back straight. Look at one point in front of you. When you are ready, you can close your eyes. Now, slowly focus on your body and your breath. Bring all your attention towards your body and your breath. Just relax and try to observe. Slowly, when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. And we are going to start with the warm up. Okay, so as always, we keep our back erect and then start with the neck movements. We are going to take the neck up and down. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now slowly turn your neck to either sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now slowly drop your neck to either sides. So ear to the shoulder, 1. I'm not turning my head, I'm going straight to the side. 2. Neither am I getting my shoulder up to the ear. The shoulder is where it is, but the ear is dropping towards the shoulder. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. These three movements of the neck can be very beneficial to you, especially if you are working on the desk or the system for a very long period of time and you are in a forward head posture. It's a good idea to do these three movements. Okay, at least 5 reps of each movement every 2 to 3 hours. Okay, so this kind of movement will relieve the stress from your neck, which is due to a constant posture. Okay, next let's go on to the shoulders. So we are going to keep our hands on the shoulders and turn the shoulders around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And to go the other way around, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so this was about shoulder rotation. Now we're going to move the elbow. So we interlock our hands, take our hands up and drop the fists behind. Okay, just bending the elbow. 1, 2, without poking the head forward. 3, just bending the elbow. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is another important exercise, especially if you have been in this position. It's going to create some tightness in the muscles of the arms. This kind of posture can actually help in relieving that tightness. Okay, next we are going to turn our wrists around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And other way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Okay, so this was about wrists. Now let's go on for some twisting. So we take our hands forward and twist to either sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Okay, so this was twisting. Next, we are going to just bend our leg one by one. So hip bending. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Now I'm just going to press my knee down on the ground, just pressing down 1 and press it down 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You'll feel the contraction on the thigh. 8, 9, 10. Next, I'm going to just turn my feet around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the other way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. All right, so this was about the warm up. Now we are going to start with the practice of the asanas, and we are going to enhance our Gyan Bhav. When I say that, I would like to share a personal experience with you, and that is nothing but after practicing yoga asanas, I have developed the intuitiveness in my body. I know my body better than I used to know it before. Okay, that's what yoga asanas help in achieving. Okay, so now if I get if I'm going to get a cramp, I get aware of it even before getting it. So I know this posture is not comfortable to me, and I do not have to go into that range. Okay, I can guess that very easily well in advance, and that's what we have to understand when we are performing any kind of yoga asanas, that we understand our body more deeply. Or even if you become more intuitive, you always start realizing, okay, what can I do to relieve this kind of pain? Okay, there are certain times that we can actually intuitively heal our bodies by itself. We do certain movements and that actually causes a relief in the pain. So that kind of intuitiveness develops when you practice yogasanas on a regular basis. So that's how we are enhancing the Gyan Bhav. With this, we will start with the first asana, that is Parvatasana. Okay, so what we are going to do is we keep our hands by the side and slowly raise our hands up towards the ceiling. Now slowly join your palms together and try to stretch upwards towards the ceiling and not backwards. Okay, it is an upward stretch. Hold it there with normal breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and slowly take your hands down. So if you are not used to doing Parvat Asana, initially the stress may be around your shoulders, around your elbows, okay? But gradually as your shoulders start loosening up, the stress will change its position and it will be more located in the back region, okay? And that's how we are achieving decompression through Parvat Asana, okay? Let's do it once again. Inhale, take your hands up. Join your palms properly, okay? Fully joined. Your palms should be fully joined, and slowly stretch your hands upwards and stay there. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and slowly exhaling down. Okay, one more time. Inhaling. 1, 2, 3. Straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now it's very important that when you're doing Parvatasana, you're not interlocking your thumbs like this. You are supposed to join your palms properly, not supposed to interlock your fingers like this. It changes the entire muscle work if you're trying to do this or you're trying to interlock your thumb. So that's why it's very important to do it correctly. Okay, let's do it one last time. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. It's not necessary to just do the Parvatasana for 6 counts. You can increase the counts as per your endurance and your capacity. All right. Now let's do the next one, which is Parvatasana variation. Okay. Just today I was discussing it with somebody, one of the asanas, and I came across a good, a belief or a understanding of that person. And with that, I would like to take you to a Parvatasana, but I would like to explain to you how the muscles are working in it. All right, I want you to first just keep your hand on the side, take your other hand up and slowly stretch sideways. All right, stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and come back. Okay, now feel what exactly or where are you getting the stretch. Okay, go like that sideways with your other hand down and feel where are you getting the stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try to observe what kind of feeling it is. Okay, now we are going to add something. So we go down like that. Okay, now try to just join your other hand up and feel what exactly changed in your body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come back. Okay, now we do it on the other side. Same thing. Bend sideways. Feel what is happening. Now change the other arm position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come back to the center and relax. If you felt it properly, you might have got the difference between what do you mean by a stretch and what is a control. Okay, so when we are doing the asana with the hand position down and we are trying to take the other hand up, it's more of a stretching of the muscles of the side. Okay, so this is a kind of stretch. But as soon as you start offloading the other hand, it becomes more of a control from this side muscles. Okay, so the entire feeling actually changes. Okay, that's the smallest difference between an asana done with different forms. So if you think I can change the sequence of the asana or I can change the way I'm doing the asana, okay, the result will also change. Okay, so you have to be very conscious of what exactly you are trying to achieve. If it is just a simple stretch, you can do it like this. But if you want to develop the control, then you need to go for a completely unloaded, I mean, you're not taking any support and then you're slowly bending towards the side. This will develop the control. Okay, though it is also an active stretch, but along with muscular control. Stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Center and go to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Center and relax. All right, so this is a Parvatasana variation. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, exhale, inhaling, bend sideways. Stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, come to the center. Inhaling, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling, come to the center and relax. Another important thing when you are performing Parvatasana is that when you bend towards the side, it's very important that your knee doesn't rise up along with your bending. So suppose if I am doing Parvatasana, if I am doing this movement, it can strain my back much more. Okay, so it's very important that I stabilize my hip down. Okay, so these muscles need to be active, and then I try to bend towards the side. So let's do it with that awareness. Take your hands up, inhale, exhale, inhaling, bend sideways, stay there. One, breathe normal. Two, three, four, five, six, exhaling, center, inhaling, other side, breathe normal. One, two, three, four, five, six, exhaling, center, and relax. Okay, so I hope you have understood what is the difference between a stretch and a control. Okay, so here we were developing more of a controlled stretch of the muscle. All right, next we are going to do the third variation of Parvatasana, which is Parvatasana rotation variation. Okay, so we are going to take our hands up, inhale, exhaling, twist, inhale, and come back, exhaling, twist to the other side, inhale, come back, and exhale. All right, so this was a controlled twist. Now, again, it's very important that you have a stable base. So, when you are twisting, okay, you're not supposed to get your knee up and then twist like that. This base has to be particularly stable. Only then you are working on the active control of your lower back. All right, so let's start. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and relax. Okay, so this kind of twist will actually activate the right muscles in the back area, and it is going to help you a lot with relief of back pain if done on a regular basis. Okay, but you have to have a stable base of support in order to do this posture properly. All right, let's do it one more time. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. All right, so this was Parvatasana variation. Now next, let's do one more variation of Parvatasana, which is a forward bend. Again, this is a very controlled stretch that I'm going to show you. So I'm going to show you the difference between two types of stretch. So if I ask you to go down like that, okay, just feel the difference in the stretch between the two postures. Okay, just sliding down your body like that. Okay, this is like a stretch to the entire back. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to do a controlled stretch wherein muscular control is equally important. Now I'll lean forward, try to keep my hands beside my ears and hold this position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and come back and relax. So this movement is towards gravity, but it requires a lot of control from the hip, from the back, and the upper back area as well. Okay, it's a very good strengthening exercise for your entire back. Okay, let's do it once again. But if you have a high blood pressure, I would recommend not to do this particular asana because it sometimes might involve holding of your breath when you're trying to achieve something as difficult. Okay, so it's very important if you are suffering with this any kind of high blood pressure situation, you are supposed to take some support at least from the wall, okay, or from a chair, and try to do it slowly and gradually. All right, let's do it once again. Inhale, exhale, Stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling, come back, and exhaling, relax. Again, it's important not to interlock your fingers like this in order to achieve the pose. Sometimes, when the pose is difficult, we tend to open our hands, we tend to interlock our thumbs. Okay, all this should be completely avoided so that the stretch is focused exclusively on the back. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, exhale, stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling, come back, and exhaling, relax. All right, so this was about Parvatasan variation. So these were the different Parvatasan variations that we have seen. Next, we are going to go for Dandasan. Okay. Now, again, I was talking to someone and I came across this uh, this understanding that I asked them to sit in this particular position. Okay, so they were not able to do that very easily, to sit with the back erect in an L-shaped position with the legs together closer and the knees on the ground. Okay, but they told me that I have been practicing this kind of posture wherein I use a strap and I try to pull my ankle towards me. Okay, so they thought that it was the same, it is going to create the same kind of effect. But that's what I want you to understand. What is the difference? So let's do it practically and see and observe what is the difference that we are feeling. Okay, so if imagine I have a strap and I'm trying to pull my ankle towards me with my straight back. Okay, just observe where is the stretch that is happening. Okay, if you pay attention carefully, the stretch will be more so located in the calf area. Okay, that's what we are trying to achieve. Now, do not do anything with your ankle, but try to keep your back straight. Okay, and legs at 90 degrees. Hold this position and observe where exactly are you feeling the pressure. Now, immediately you will realize that the area of focus changes to the hip area, to the abdominal area, to the lower back area in order to keep your back straight. So that is the difference. Okay, the area where you are moving, okay, or the area where you are focusing, the work of the muscles will be closer to that particular area. So if you are trying to stretch your ankle, the area of work will be more related to the calf. But if I'm trying to sit erect and I'm trying to keep my back straight with my legs straight, now the area of focus changes to a more proximal area. All right, so that's the difference. Simple changes in the posture can change the area where you are trying to focus. That's how minute things make a difference even in yoga postures. All right, so let's practice Dandasan, a very effective pose for lower back and a very important one if you want to avoid most of the problems related to lower back. So you keep your back straight, try to press your knees on the ground. You can keep your hands on your thighs and activate the muscles of your lower back, abdomen, thighs. Try to maintain this position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and relax. Okay, it might be difficult to come to directly into an erect posture. You can try, if you are sitting like this, you can try to at least straighten your back over here. Slowly and steadily start working on getting your back forward. Okay, so you can do it step by step. If this is also difficult, you can take support of the wall and you can try to keep your back erect against the wall. Let me show you how you can do that. I go towards the wall, keep my back supported. Okay, right now I'm trying to take the support of the wall and straighten my back. If I cannot straighten my back enough, I will raise my hands up and try to stretch my back up. Hold that position. Slowly and steadily, as you are able to do that, you can come a little ahead of the wall and try to do it without the wall support. Okay, if you are even one step behind, maybe you are not able to touch your buttocks to the wall, you can start sitting like this and try to straighten up there itself as much as possible. Slowly try to push yourself behind and then slowly try to straighten your back up. So that patience with your body is very much required whenever you are trying to work on your body. Okay, so this is what is Dandasana. Let's do it once again. Keep your legs straight, back, try to straighten it as much as possible and hold that position. Stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and relax. Okay, so this is such an important posture, especially if you're facing any troubles while sitting. So it's very important to practice this particular posture on a regular basis. Let's do it one more time. Back erect, legs together, straight, look straight in front of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and relax. It's a very funny thing. I have seen many people practicing the Dandasana like this also, trying to straighten their back up. Okay, but what happens is when you, if your gaze is also not proper, it is going to activate or give the instructions to the body to activate the different set of muscles. Okay, so if you're looking down and you're flexing your neck, you are not giving the hint to the body to keep your back erect, to activate the extensors of your back. So it's very, very important that your gaze should be straightforward, your head should be straight so that the body gets the correct instruction of activating the right muscles. Okay, let's do it once again the right way. Keep your back straight and stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and relax. All right, so this was about Dandasana. Next, let's do a straight leg raise in the sitting position. So we're going to keep our hands behind. We're going to try to keep our back as erect as possible and slowly raise our leg up. Stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and down. And the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and down. If you're doing it right, you will feel a good amount of stress on this area of the thigh. It's a very important hip flexor muscle which also influences the health of the organs inside. So it's a very important muscle to be activated. This kind of posture can be very beneficial to you if done on a regular basis. Again, it supports the lower back very nicely. So keep your back straight and lift. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down, other side. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down. One more time. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down. Other side. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down. Okay, so a good workout of the thigh muscles if you are doing it on a regular basis. But mind you, do not curl your back and try to do this. Although it curling your back and doing this is a little easier, but it's very important that you keep your back straight and try to do the right movement. All right, so this was about straight leg raise in the sitting position. Next, let's go on to the all fours position and we will do one of the very important postures. Okay, so this is like a my core activation. If you know that the core muscles are really important for your back health, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for on the all fours position. Okay, so my hands are below my shoulders and they are shoulder width apart. My legs are hip width apart and below the hips. Now what you can do is you can slowly tuck your tummy in towards the spine. Okay, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and relax. Again, try to tuck your tummy in towards the spine and hold. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Relax. One more time. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Relax. Two more times. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Relax. One more time. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Relax. Okay, so it's a very simple drawing in maneuver, but done in this position can be more effective, and it will give you more feedback as to what is happening at your abdominal level. Okay, now let's go on for the next posture, which is the bird dog position. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to go on all fours. Now we are going to raise the opposite hand and opposite leg up and stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and down. This is a very good core exercise as it actually activates your core muscles, plus it also activates the other muscles of the shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and down. Now, it's very important that you try to control your lower back movement. Your lower back should not move a lot. Okay. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and down. And on the other side, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down. One more time. Breathe in, breathe normal. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down. On the other side, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down, and relax. So this was the bird dog position, a very effective posture for core activation, okay, which you can practice on a regular basis. Now we are going to go for Shashank Asana. It's a good inner thigh stretch plus a good relaxation for the back. With Shashank Asana, you're supposed to incorporate the Vairagya Bhav. Many a times we have low back pain or stiffness which is stuck, okay, and letting go is not happening as easily. The muscles are not getting relaxed effectively. Here, the bhav of Vairagya can actually be incorporated, and you would see an instant result by letting go of your feelings, emotions, by letting go of your attachments when you are doing this kind of forward bending posture. Let's see how to do it. We spread our knees a little apart. Now slowly let go of the tension in your back and try to stretch down as much as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Slowly come back up. All right. So if in case you are noticing that your hips are rising up, it's okay. You can slowly, try to take it down towards the ankle. Okay. Go down again. Exhale. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling, come back. One more time. Exhaling, go down. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling, come back. Okay, so this was Shashank Asana. Again, a very effective pose to release any tension which is accumulated in the back. Okay, similar to Balasana, but having a little slightly different effect. okay, because you are spreading the knees apart. All right, next let's go on for Ushtrasan. It's a posture which can actually help with the Aishwarya Bhav or the self confidence, self esteem Bhav. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to keep our legs folded like this, keep our hands behind, and slowly try to push our hips forward. Look up and stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and slowly down and relax. Again, it is going to actually stretch your thigh muscles. Generally, we miss on stretching the quadriceps very effectively. Okay, sometimes we might stretch just by bending the knee and holding the ankle and then stretching the quadriceps. But this way of stretching is a very effective way because it is also activating your glutes, your back muscles. It's helping in opening of the chest. So there are many simultaneous muscles which are working when you do this posture. It's also a very good posture, if I tell you, for your neck, because you're holding the neck against gravity. It's going to activate a lot of your deep neck muscles when you're doing this posture. Let's do it once again. Inhale. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling. Relax. Okay, so this is Ushtrasan. Once again, we will do this. Try to keep your knees together as much as possible. Sometimes, if you do not have enough flexibility and strength, the knees might spread when you are doing Ushtrasan. You have to try and keep them as much as close as possible. Not necessary to keep them together, but at least try as much as you can. Okay, one more time. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and slowly relax. You can just ease your back by going into Balasana. And come back. All right, so this was about the Ushtrasan position. Next, we are going to go for Adho Mukha Svanasana. All right, so what we are going to do is we go in all fours position, keep our legs closer, and now slowly weight bear on our hands and feet. Try to keep the heels down on the ground. Try to straighten your knees. Try to straighten your back and push your hips upwards. Stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and slowly come back and relax. Okay, this is again a very good posture for stretching the legs effectively. Plus, it is also weight bearing on the upper limbs. So, it's going to activate a lot of muscles along that kinetic chain. All right, let's do it one more time. Inhale, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and slowly relax. Okay, now I'm going to combine one more posture with this, okay, so that we can realize how you can control your back while transiting from one posture to the other. It's a very important thing to learn the control of the lower back. So from flexion to extension, we need to know how to control our lower back. If we know and achieve that control, so just core activation is not enough. Okay, we also need to learn how to control the activation of that core muscles. So how much amount you need to activate at different positions is equally important, and for that, transition is what we need to train. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Adho Mukha Svanasana, and from there slowly into Bhujangasana. So it's like a flexion position to an extension position is what I'm going to go into. Okay, so let's look at that, how to do that. Go in all fours. First, go in Adho Mukha Svanasana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and slowly we drop our back forward and down with control and go in Bhujangasana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and slowly come back. Okay, so this kind of transition is actually going to train the smaller back muscles to work at the right time. All right, so the timing of firing is equally important whenever you're training any particular asana. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, exhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling, drop slowly down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and relax and release. Okay, so you see how slowly I have transitioned into the Bhujangasana position. All right, let's do it one last time just to observe the rhythm with which we are going. That rhythm is most important. Okay, inhale, exhale. 1, 2, 3. Stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling. Come back. All right, so this way we have tried to slowly transit into a different position. We are training the lower back movement, focusing over there and trying to train the transition movement at the lower back. This enhancement of the Gyan Bhav related to your lower back, okay, where exactly it is positioned, how much I need to move, this kind of training can actually help in preventing lot of lower back conditions. All right, we are going to go for one last asana for today, which is the Ashwasanchalan asana. Okay, again, focused on the lower back, how you can do it. So we are going to keep one leg forward. Okay, we stretch our body forward. Now from here, generally we keep our hands down. I would like you to slowly rise up and try to take your hands up and stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Slowly go down and relax. This simple activation of the lower back in this position is a good coordination between your hip and your lower back. Okay, let's do it on the other side. Slowly rise up and stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And down and relax. So what happens with the sitting posture usually is this muscle of the hip, it actually kind of pulls your lower back into flexion again and again. This kind of movement against flexion can actually help in training your lower back to work isolatedly, independently from this hip flexor muscles. All right. So this is a very effective posture again. Let's keep our leg forward and go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And down. And the other side. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Relax. One more time. Inhale. Breathe normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. Then on the other side. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale and relax. All right, so this was about the Ashwasanchalan Asana, but with a slight focused uh, effect on the lower back. All right, so now this was all about some of the sitting postures which you can do with a focused work on the lower back. Okay, but now we are going to do a little bit of relaxation. Another important core muscle of the body, which is the diaphragm. We're going to do the diaphragmatic breathing, but in the sitting position itself. All right, so we're going to keep our back erect. We keep one hand just below the rib cage on the upper abdominal area. Now slowly inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. As you inhale, your abdomen should rise up, and as you exhale, your abdomen should go in. Let's start with 3 counts inhale and 3 counts exhale. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. 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 Relax and breathe normal. Slowly, you can rub your palms, keep it on your eyes, and slowly open your eyes. All right, so this was the different postures that we learned today. With this, I would love to come to the task of the week, and which is nothing but you're going to practice the bird dog position about 5 repetitions on a daily basis. Okay, try to do it with complete control of your leg movement and your arm movement, along with the lower back focus that we have talked about today for the entire time. Okay, so we have focused more on the lower back, and that's why you can practice this. You can click a picture of this and upload it on Instagram and tag Times Health Plus. Okay, you can also follow the Times Health Plus channel on their Instagram and YouTube and get more tips and recommendations related to yoga. The beauty of all the yoga postures is that it trains actively the firing of the muscles, the timing of the muscles, the different positions that your different joints can attain. Okay, their kinetic chain relationships and everything together. So that's why practicing these yoga postures can be very, very beneficial to prevent any kind of low back issues. Okay, so this was what I wanted to share with all of you. Thank you for joining today. I'll see you next time. Till then, stay present, move gently, and make sure you take care of yourself. Thank you and namaste.